We locked in yet?
Yeah, we about to be logged in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. No, just leave it. I got all these people in and out.
um, um, what I do? Remove. How I make that. Damn, man, I don't know what I did.
What
Okay,
happened, brother?
there we go. There we go. I had to
Okay.
get back to the big screen.
Okay.
53rd time, old nigga. Gang shit.
We live. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's your boy Bach. Everything DMV Radio.
Fucking with them people, man. They be mad as shit. I know they be mad though.
Strapped in the club and you know that we lit. Hop on me a bottle to sip. Niggas be hating cause we in a VIP. I got your bitch on my dick. I showed her the back and she hopped in the whips. She talking about taking some trips. She said it ain't Nina Lil taking a stick. She said it ain't Nina Lil taking a stick. Strapped in the club and you know that we lit. I bought me a bottle to sip. Niggas be hating cause we in a VIP. I got your bitch on my dick. I showed her the back and she hopped in the whip. She talking about taking some trips. She said it ain't Nina Lil taking a stick. She said it ain't Nina Lil taking a stick. Niggas saw smoke but don't really want gunplay. Make my niggas come and slide on it one way. I could wanna know where you live or your son lay. Hey, he'll pack like a church on a Sunday. You think it's sweet, but this not what you want. And I kick it off like a nigga was punting. Brand new chopper clip, it look like a pumpkin. It clear the crowd when that bitch get the thumping. Look at my click in the way that they stomping. Back looking hefty the way that they stunting. King the whole club at the bottom, she calling. Niggas ain't skinny, don't make no assumptions. That was your bitch, well I'm what she want. And end of the night, see, I keep it coming. She told me go deeper while I'm in the stomach. She said that I'm real and I keep it all honest. She hate the fake niggas and internet stunners. I've been the ball shot, niggas are runners. I been getting money, the 50s and 100s. We strapped in the club and you niggas don't want it. She hate the fake niggas and internet stunners. I've been the ball shot, niggas are runners. I been getting money, the 50s and 100s. We strapped in the club and you niggas don't want it. Strapped in the club and you know that we lit. I bought me a bottle to sip. Niggas be hating cause we in the VIP. I got your bitch on my dick. I showed her the bag and she hopped in the whips. She talking about taking some trips. She said it ain't Nina Lil taking a stick. She said it ain't Nina Lil taking a stick. Strapped in the club and you know that we lit. I bought me a bottle to sip. Niggas be hating cause we in a VIP. I got your bitch on my dick. I showed her the back. She hopped in the whips. She talking about taking some trips. She said it ain't Nina Lil taking a stick. She said it ain't Nina Lil taking a stick. Strapped in the cover, you know that we lit.
Y'all know what's going on, man. It's your boy Bach. Everything DMV Radio, man. Y'all was just listening. We lit 53rd Damo, man. We in the building, man. We about to talk all about it, man. How this game is done, how the game needs to be done, and we got the one and only himself in the building, the big homie, Steve Face Riley, Faces INC. What's going on, boss man? Unmute your mic for me. Hold on one second. One second here.
You hear me?
Yes, sir. There we go. What's happening,
Good?
brother? Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
What's happening, boss man? How you?
I'm just working, man. I'm working, man. You know, that's all I can really say, brother. The work never stops. The grind never stops.
Absolutely, man. For those who don't know who you are, my man, can you tell them who you are and what you do, boss?
Well, right now, man, I'm the CEO, man, of FMBMC Entertainment. My name is Steve Face Riley. Everybody call me Face right now. Always call me Face. That's my nickname for years. But yeah, I'm FMBMC is the company, man. I've been in this industry about close to a little 20 years now, about 20 years. I've been down since the 90s, believe it or not. I got a long history, man. We could be up here on all night, brother. I mean,
Yeah.
what is you know what I'm saying? But I've been in the industry a very long time, man. Since, like I said, since the 90s, rocking with my first venture into the industry, man, was rocking with the Notorious B.I.G. and Puff from Bad Boy. And even before then, man, I was doing some things with Uptown Records with Andre Harrell, man. So, you know, I don't even think some of your viewers wouldn't even go back that far, brother. But like I said, man, it's about really what I'm doing now. FMBMC Entertainment, rocking with 53rd Damo out of DC. That's the artist from the DMV that I'm rocking with right now. I'm also dropping a magazine, IFM magazine. So I got a lot of things in the fire, man. And if, you know, I've been around, so I know how to get artists popping and things of that nature, marketing, promotions, and do it all.
That's what's up, my man. That's what's up. It's deep, man. I know you've been doing this thing for a long time. What inspired you to get into this industry? Like, what was, your motivation to do this thing?
How I really, man, how I really got into the industry, man. I got a cousin, man, who's actually in the industry. He's been in the industry for a while, man. My cousin actually is Teddy Riley from Guy, um, and Black Street and the whole New Jack Swing movement. I was a little shorty at the time, kind of around that industry while he was doing his thing. So it kind of, that was the influence for me. It wasn't really the first influence because my first influence was really getting into playing pro ball. I used to play baseball. And I used to play football, play both in high school, and actually went to college to play football and everything. Man, I thought I was going until I got hurt. But the music thing, like I said, man, just came from being associated with the family member that were in the industry at the time. So that's kind of where the influence came from for
That's
me.
what's up, man. That's what's up, man. A lot of these artists out here, man, running around, dropping music, doing a lot of different things. What would you say one of the things is that they really need to tap into to actually reach the goals that they're trying to reach? That's been one of the things that's been hard for me to even help them with. But
Uh-huh.
what would you say those things that they need to really, make themselves pop and bubble?
Um, well, the first thing I would really say, bro, is they seriously need to really figure out if this is what they really want to do. Because a lot of artists, man, they get into this industry because what they see as far as like the end result and the glamour and the glitz and all that. But a lot of them don't really want to put in the work that it takes to get to that point. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm seeing a lot of, especially these days, is that everybody wants the end result, but they don't want to put in the hard work that it takes to get there. You feel me? 2, 3 years, sometimes 4 years, even 5 years is nothing to say that you're in the industry or you've been grinding. I would say put in a put in a minimum of 10 years, okay? And then you could say you've been grinding because 10 years is an overnight sensation. Keep that in mind. A lot of people that's listening right now, artists that's listening, 10 years is an overnight sensation. Okay. Sometimes you don't break until 5, 6 years in the game actually establishing a name, and then you don't seriously start making no money until you already put about 10 years in the game, and then you can say you can start making some money. That's just how it goes. It's not, don't get in this industry to make money right away because it's not going to happen like that. You got to build, you got to get in this industry and build yourself and build your brand, build your name to where you get respectable. And then people will really start dealing with you. But like I said, 10 years in this game is an overnight sensation. And
Wow.
don't get in this industry to make money. Get into it because it's something that you have a passion for and something that you love to do. The money's going to come, but you got to put that work in first before that money comes.
Absolutely. There it is, man. Blueprints right here, man. Got to put that work in. Um, where would you suggest they start, new artists? Hey, I want to be an artist. What do I need to be thinking about next? And who are the people that I need around me?
Well, you need loyal people around you first and foremost. And first and foremost, you got to be talented, and be real talented because sometimes this whole internet new generation and everything kind of fools you into believing you can do everything that it takes to be. Sometimes you don't even have to have the talent, but you have to have the work and the drive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of what it is too. Of course, you got to have some talent. You got to have some talent, but sometimes it's not all about the talent. It's about the work that you put in, the people that you can get connected to, and it's all about that network system that you put around you. You got to have people around you that actually know about the music business to be in order to be successful in it. You got to have people that's going to actually know about the business. You just in the street, or your friends, even your family members sometimes can't manage you. I see that a lot. People tend to think their family members can manage you when they don't have no idea of what the music industry is about. Get some people around you that actually, if they don't know about it, that they're gonna go and find out and learn about it. And sometimes you can't just learn it from a book. Get around people that actually been in the business, that's put some time in, that's actually created some things as far as the music business as a whole, and then go from there. That's the advice that I would kind of give everybody right now.
Nice, man. Nice, man. What are your feelings about the music industry now? I know that been doing this for a while. From back then to
Yeah.
now, how has the music industry changed?
Well, it's changed because I think in a way it's gotten a lot easier to get into the music business. Back in the day, you actually had to have talent to get into the music business. And nowadays, it's kind of more about marketing and promotion and how you look than what it is as far as your talent is concerned. It makes it easy. That's what made it easier for a lot of people to get into the industry who are really not even shouldn't even be in the industry, to be honest with you. They haven't put no time in. The
Yeah.
internet has made things a lot easier. Where back in the day, everything was analog. Back then, it wasn't digital. Now, as people flip for switch now, and everything is so instant. You have to actually put work in. You know what I'm saying? And back in there, you actually had to put work in. So it made it harder to get into the industry because it was more. You had to do more work. Now now it's not about the work. The people that's surviving right now, to be honest with you, the people that's surviving and actually being successful now, they put the work in. They've put the work in. Like I said, 10 years or more. You just seeing the end results now. But, these people have put all the work in, and that's what it's about. It's about putting work in, to be honest, man. That's the first and foremost thing. You got to put the work in. Sometimes it'll come faster depending on the budget you have and the money that you're willing to spend in those things as far as investing in yourself, but you still have to put the work in. And that's the difference, to be honest with you, from back then to now. It's about the people putting the work in that's going to survive and make it, and the people that just kind of want to just jump on the internet and think they're going to just be an overnight sensation. It's not going to happen. You might hit one record, you might get a hit record one time, but then it's not about, you won't have a career in this. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that you have to figure out as well. If you want to be a one-hit wonder, or you want to actually create a career, a long-time career in this industry and generate, generational wealth. That's a lot, and that's very important as well.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that definitely is very important. Yeah, a lot of people that I talk to, man, they don't, because I took the time out myself to find out about the business, you know what I mean, and how to do
Right.
exactly the things that you're saying. And a lot of people want to just make music and put it out and put it out and put it out and join all these little different streaming sites and don't have no licenses, don't own none of the music that they done put together and all of that. And to me, they just gambling. They taking a chance where they could have the opportunity to work with, people like you, people who are in the industry, who know how the industry work and can actually set up their business and do everything to have the multiple streams that making music creates.
Yes, yes. But you know why they don't do that? Because for a lot of people, they think it takes too much time. They don't want to invest the time. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to. Everything is so instant now and so quick that everybody believes that that's what's going to happen. But that's not what's going to happen. When you think that way, you're quick to fail. You're gonna fail doing it that way. You have to put the time in. You have to take the time to make sure all your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted, and to make sure all your music is done right. I get a lot of music, man, that's not even mixed and mastered. Like people send me stuff that I can't believe they send it to me. But this is what happens nowadays. You know what I'm saying? People don't take the time to work on their craft. And this is got to understand that. That's like running any business, a restaurant or any type. You have to have licenses done. You have to have your paperwork done. Everything is that, but like I said, sometimes people look at it as it's taking too much time for them and they don't want to put that time in. But that's
Yeah.
where they fail and that's where they go wrong. So always take the time to make sure things are done right and you'll be successful in this game.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. I remember I used to go to open mics. People send me their music, like no metadata to it, like don't know whose song it is, no name, no everything is just like, what is this, man? Like you can't get paid like that. Like how you even go get your royalties if how are you registering this song? But I mean, not even to talk about the mixing and mastering, but yeah, man, I'm glad there are people like you who, you know what I mean, can get closer to the artist. You know what I mean? It's not like you far out of reach, even though you all across the country doing your thing. But people can contact with you because some people they get in a position like you, and then it's like, nah, go talk to this guy. Instead of
Right.
them being able to contact you directly, man. How has that work with your business and being able to really help put these artists in the positions that they want to be in?
Well, first and foremost, man, you are so right about what you just said, brother. Sometimes executives and people that's been in the industry as like myself, what happens is they get so big headed at times that they kind of forget where they come from. They forget the grind that they had to put in to reach a certain aspect and a certain point. And one of the things about me and what I believe is that, and how I came up, man, I came up from the old school, brother. It's like one hand washes the other. That's what I was always taught. And we gotta people in my industry and people in my position got to understand that if we don't teach the new and the younger generation of people that's coming up the right way to do things and to make sure that they're doing it right, we're gonna suffer as a whole, as a people, and as far as our music, we're gonna suffer as a whole. It's more than enough to go around in this music business. Can't be selfish, and that's one thing about myself. I'm not selfish. I'm not a selfish person. I want to teach the new generation, and I want to bring them along and make sure they're doing things the right way, so our music as a whole can still be successful. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it takes with me. How my company. That's how everybody around me understands that I do business, and that's why I can do business still after 20 years.
Absolutely, man. That's amazing, man. I like that a lot. One of the things that I know that you have out, and you get the opportunity to talk to a lot of people who've been in the industry just as long as you, is the Indie Faces magazine. Can you tell me a little bit about that, man? How that whole concept came about, and what that work is going to present to the people?
Okay. Okay. I'm glad you brought that up too, man. I almost forgot about that, doing so many things. But Indie Faces magazine came about as it's actually a relaunch of a magazine that I actually published, that I got the opportunity to publish back in the early 2000s. The original name of the magazine was Faces Magazine. And I worked for Bill. I was working at Billboard at the time. They gave me a shot at doing an urban magazine to compete with magazines like XXL and The Source at the time. That The Source was brand new, came out. So they actually wanted to have a title to kind of compete with The Source magazine. So they
Dope.
gave me a shot to do a magazine of my own. And I called it Faces Magazine. But that was like from 2000, actually from 1999 to 2001, we ran that magazine. But a lot of things came about. Um, as far as under the title, kind of ran into some problems and stuff like that. So we had to shut the magazine down at that time. But over the years, man, I've been asked a lot about what happened to the magazine and would I ever run it again and those things. But So I decided, man, it was time to do it again. Couldn't name it exactly the same name because it was already branded under another company. So I decided to name it Indie Faces Magazine. But it's given the it's given basically, man, the indie artists a shot, man, to get that we're going to be featuring major celebrities and platform and be in the same magazine, man, and get the same kind of exposure that the major celebrities are getting. So I've always tried, one thing I've always tried to do, man, with anything I do is kind of brand the old school and new school together because I believe that it's very important to bring the old school and new school together. The old school can teach these new school artists a lot about how it takes to be, really successful in this game, and actually be around for a long time. Because I'm just so tired of the one hit wonders. I'm tired of hearing one single from an artist that's hot, and then the next 2 years you don't hear about that artist again. So one thing about what I'm trying to do as far as the company as well, man, is trying to help create careers, not just records, but kind of help create careers for artists. And I think that's the most important thing because you got to have a long lifespan in the industry as Black artists and as basically, man, entrepreneurs and Black people as a whole, man. I just believe you got to be around for a long time and you got to create generational wealth for our younger people that's coming up. So that's how I look at things, brother, in this business that I'm in right now.
That's what's up, man. That's amazing, man. I like the fact that you putting these indie artists in these platforms with these artists who've been around, who's more major, who has the jewels, who can guide them, and they could read these publications on the things that they went through and been through, and learn the game and learn how to have that longevity and that career and that generational wealth, man. So we definitely love what you're doing, man. I noticed that, over the time that, I've been connected with you and watching the things that you do, that, you real serious about the educational piece of this business. And you've had, platforms where you've had panels and seminars. Can you tell me more about what goes into that and what people will gain out of attending those types of events that you have?
Well, like you said, man, it's about education. It's about education and a lot of things as well, just life, period, too, man. Even going to college. A lot of our kids, man, I recommend and I push them to go to college too, man, because education is the key to everything, man, and that's one of the things that I try to do as far as with the music piece that I'm doing on my end. It's still education. It's education. It's educating the artists, man, on everything that they need to do to be successful. Because artists, a lot of new artists, they don't really understand that, man, and they don't. Like I said, it seems like sometimes it's too much work. I think they think it's too much work to educate themselves and really go beyond what they know. Teach themselves, everything. Like they said, man, you want to hide something from a Black man, put it in a book, and that's not a good thing to know, but that's a lot of what it is the truth. And what I do, man, as far as the educational pieces that I do, I run a seminar as well as a music conference, that I do call a Real Talk Music Conference. And what I try to do as far as when I do have those conferences, I have people that I'm connected to, as far as other people that I've worked with in the business and everything like that, from different genres and different areas of the business, to come and talk to the up and coming artists to teach them what they do, basically how to do those jobs. Because for one, to be honest with you, it's not always just about getting a mic and rocking a mic. There's a lot of other jobs in the industry as a whole behind the scenes that you probably never hear about. But it control a lot of what the artists do. It's behind the scenes just that a lot of our kids could get into, even if they don't have the talent of being an MC or being a rapper or being a singer. There's a lot of other jobs that they can get into. So I have different people from the industry, those aspects, as far as those type of jobs that you never hear about, but they come out and they speak to the artists and tell them what they do, tell them how they can, create their own careers in the industry. And I believe that's really important for today's artists and people that's trying to get into the music industry as a whole, so they can sing besides just being a rap singer, that they can do as well. So I do recommend whenever we do put together another music conference, man, or a seminar, that these people try to get involved. And it'll be a wealth of knowledge, man. Knowledge is always the key. So it's always good to come to these seminars, come to my music conference, and definitely looking to put something together in DC at Howard pretty soon. But I'll definitely keep everybody informed. They could actually go to my IG. Um, I put things on the IG, and just follow me on IG, Faces INC, and you can see what I'm doing. See when we got different events coming up and the conferences and things of that nature coming up. So definitely get involved.
Absolutely, man. Hey, we again, man, love what you're doing, man. We love how you doing it as well. Um, a lot of artists, decide that they want to become an artist.
Mhm.
How important? This is a twofold question, but how important is music to our society? And then for those artists that's coming creating this music, how important is it for them to actually have a budget for what they want to do?
Budgets, very important. Because to be honest with you, in this industry, you can't do anything without a budget or without some money. Um, you got to have some type of money. I mean, it's just the same way as you go into a studio and recreate the music. You have to, most of the time, unless you have a professional studio or even have a decent studio at home, you still have to go to a studio and spend money to create the music. So you got to have, excuse me, you got to have something. You can't create the music. What are you going to do after the music is created? And that's the most important thing. You got to have the money, that money aspect, as far as a budget, to market and promote the music, because that's the greatest aspect of the music industry as a whole, is about the marketing and promotion of it. That's how you make the monies. That's how you get your royalties. That's how you basically make your money from the music business, is to be able to market and promote your music. Um, I would say, as far as the aspect of what's going on in this generation, man. Now, as far as making music, I believe it's so much music is always going to be around, because everybody's going to always have a story to tell. Somebody's story is going to always be relevant, and the more you say geared towards basically what's happening in our music, in our society as a whole now, which is pretty much more needed now, as things that everything has been crazy, and especially this past year. But even moving forward, the music industry is going to come back flourishing as a whole, and no one really wants to get left out. I believe that it's even more room now for people with talent to get on, and get at me for real. I can definitely, anybody that really wants to get some consulting or just get some advice from you on how to really go about establishing a career in music, and even if it's music related, it doesn't have to, like I said, it doesn't have to be for you as an artist, but it could be a producer, songwriter, behind the scenes, even accounting, different jobs, marketing, whatever the case may be. I definitely can consult you on those things. So definitely get at me, man. This is what we do, FMBMC Entertainment. We're here in the DMV, and get at us.
Definitely, man. Hey, I appreciate you, all the jewels, all the gems, man, and even allowing me to be able to connect with you and get some of those things myself, man. So we appreciate what you're doing, bro. Definitely, everybody go tap in. link up, man, and talk to them. And you got a great resource right here, man, about education. Somebody you can get in contact with. You can, you know what I'm saying, talk to directly, man, that is in the industry, knows the industry, and providing platforms for artists, not just major, but also independent. So, Face, man, I want to thank you for coming through today, man. And I look forward to, you know, working with you more in the future.
Yes, sir. Same here, brother.
Absolutely.
You already know.
All right, boss, man. We'll catch up.
Okay, sir. Got you.
Peace.
All right. Peace.
Y'all see what it is, man. Another great interview, man. Holding it down, locking it down, man. In the building with the big homie himself, man. And we doing the business, man. We doing what it do, man. So everybody who tuned in, thanks so much for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with Face. You know what it is. You know what's going on, man. It's your boy Bach. Everything DMV Radio. We'll be back at 10.